How you doing, everybody? Brent Riggins with Nethead Marketing with another edition of Marketing and Traffic. Wanted to have a quick little talk about influencer marketing. So influencer marketing is a social media strategy of marketing, and basically the goal is real simple. Find an individual with a high follower count, high audience, and give them your product, service, and let them do the heavy lifting for you. There are a few couple of things you need to be thinking about and be aware of. If you think of influencer marketing as something that your brand can use and something that it can need, or something that can grow your brand. And the first thing I would, start thinking about or keep in mind when using influencer marketing is, number one, finding the influencer within your niche or within your topic, or who has a targeted audience, for the service or the product that you're providing. So, I think it goes without saying that if you're selling, workout equipment, you shouldn't be on doing business with an influencer who does something other than that. I think that goes without saying. Number two, I would say the most important thing when doing influencer marketing is their overall follower count. There are influencers out here who have, 1 million plus followers, but they may have 1 million plus followers, but their engagement is lower than 1%. So you need to keep that in mind too when you're doing influencer marketing, because you can have an influencer who probably has, 25,000 plus followers, but their engagement is, almost 50%. So you're going to get more bang for your buck at a better price going with that 25,000 versus going with 1 million. And other benefits of going with smaller micro influencers is the simple fact that not only is the engagement better, but their audience is more often than not is more targeted and is more refined than these individuals who have 1 million plus followers. So that's just something to keep in mind. 1 million plus followers versus the individuals below 100,000. This brings up, the third most important thing is testing. So when you're doing branding, when you're just starting your brand off, or you're trying to scale your brand, there's going to be a lot of A/B testing, a lot of split testing, a lot of trial and error. So even with influencer marketing, you just have to see which influencers work best for you, which number of followers they have work best for you. Because what you don't want is to give an influencer, $500 or however many views for a particular post or a video post or whatever, and then nobody comes over to your page, nobody comes over to your website. So it's like you just wasted $500. So it's a lot of trial and error, and it's a lot of which brings up the fourth most important thing is trust. So you have to find, when you're finding an influencer, you need to do your homework and make sure you actually look inside of their followers to actually see if they're real people. So actually look and see, if that, just scroll down for a few of them just to see if they're actually real people with real names. Do their followers have followers, and they're not just, bot people or, bought accounts from overseas or whatever. So yeah, that's probably the fourth most important thing, is actually making sure that the influencer you're working with actually has real followers. And I say the fifth thing, and probably the last thing you probably need to focus on, is your product, your service that you're actually giving the influencer. because you have to think about it. You know, the individual you're about to work with has spent time and effort and probably money, you know, on their account as well, building up this audience just for this sole purpose of, you know, monetizing it. So they're not going to sell a product or a service that's, you know, crap. You know, they're not going to introduce that into their audience because it's going to make them look bad. So you need to make sure that whatever you put in the influencer's hands, that they actually like that product before you start doing business with them. And that's a product that the influencer can actually sell, you know. So I would just, you know, keep those things in mind when you're doing influencer marketing. Yeah, if you can leave a comment below, like and follow this video, and I appreciate that if you found any value in it. Thank you.